is the Lakers, and it's clearly the Lakers, and Jalen is wrong about the Clippers. Because we remember, right before the season was suspended, the Lakers ran through the Pelicans, and then they ran through the Clippers, and then they ran through the Bucks, and they're going to beat the Clippers tomorrow night as well. The Lakers are building, bonding, and gelling in the bubble, picking up where they left off with that hot streak. Where are the Clippers? They're disjointed. They're broken. Lou Will has been out of the bubble. Pat Bev has been out of the bubble. Montrezl Harrell, we don't know when he's going to come back. Shamet has been out of the bubble. They haven't been themselves. They've only played together at full strength for 12 games this entire season. We don't know who the Clippers are. We know exactly who the Lakers are. And someone needs to reboot Kawhi Leonard. Like, something happened to Kawhi Leonard. We need to plug him back in Charger or something, because he's shooting 26% from the floor. Not from three, from the floor. In the three scrimmage game, he's only averaging 10 points, 22% from three. Someone needs to reboot Kawhi Leonard because he is broken in the bubble. To me, based on what I've seen before the season was suspended, and especially what I've seen in Orlando, you know that the Lakers are clearly the favorites. And you're going to say the Clippers, but I know deep in your heart, you know it's the Lakers.
There's a reason why I'm a founder of a school, and I'm about to educate you, young man. How about this? You said the Clippers don't know who they are. Here's what I do know. The last 2 minutes of the game, the 5 Clippers that are going to likely be on the court. I know that. Patrick Beverly, as a lockdown All-NBA defender, is going to be on the floor. Paul George, same thing, also a 20-plus point scorer. Lou Williams is going to win Sixth Man of the Year. He's going to be out there, too. Kawhi Leonard, the reigning Finals MVP, Jacoby, he's going to be on the floor. Montrezl Harrell, who should finish second in Sixth Man of the Year, is also going to be on the floor. For the Los Angeles Lakers, you know what they still need to figure out? Who's the 5th guy that's going to be on the floor?
Kuzma.
That's something. No, Kuzma should be on the floor with LeBron, AD, and Danny Green. They still need to figure out who that other person is going to be, because you know who it was going to be? Avery Bradley. And while you're doing hypotheticals and speaking while I'm speaking about who's in and out of the bubble, Avery Bradley will not be joining the team. Rajon Rondo is dealing with an injury. That will be more pressure on LeBron James. And the Clippers have multiple people that they can try to throw at the king. That's why I feel like the Clippers have the edge. And on the sideline, I don't have to tell Big Perk this. He's wearing a nice championship ring. Doc Rivers was the coach. And you know who he hired? Tyronn Lue. And if there is somebody that knows LeBron James in and out, he's on the Clippers coaching staff. I'm taking them to win the West.
Well, Jay Rose, thanks for the shout out, because you know I am wearing the ring. But listen, you know this better than, you don't know, because you didn't win the ring. In order to win a championship, defense win championships. Defense, right? So yes, I hear you talking about all the wing defenders and Patrick Beverly, first team, and I agree with that. Paul George and Kawhi at the wing. But guess what? You need those bigs to anchor your defense. And the Lakers got that. They have 3 bigs that look like they're jumping off of trampolines to anchor their defense. Rim protection. No team has won the NBA championship without rim protection. Even looking at the Toronto Raptors last year, Marc Gasol, Defensive Player of the Year, underrated shot blocker, take charges. Serge Ibaka, shot blocker. You look at Draymond Green, Defensive Player of the Year. Kevin Durant, underrated defensive player, could block shots at the rim, 7 foot, although he played a wing position. Even when they won it with Andrew Bogut, they needed him, rim protection. You need rim protection in order to win the championship. Now, let me dive a little deeper into it. Everyone wants to talk about the Clippers and their depth, right? Yes, they do have a deep team, but so do the Lakers. And another man's trash is another man's treasure. And that's what I'm looking at in Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith, who could still play the game of basketball. J.R. Smith can still shoot the ball. Dion Waiters is still in his prime, and he's showing that right now. Then they have the most championship experience. You're looking at a guy like Danny Green. You're looking at a guy like Quinn Cook going down the line. They have more championship experience than any other team in the league. By the way, they have a young gem that's finally finding his niche in Kyle Kuzma. He's finally knowing his role and playing his role at an extremely high level.
Goodness.
Then you have Quinn Cook and Alex Caruso, right? So when I'm looking at the makeup of this team, this Laker team, and watching them down there in the bubble, they didn't take these scrimmages lightly. They got championship on their mind because they know that they're building towards something. They had a video, and I'm gonna leave you with this, Jalen.
Okay.
They had a video they had a video of the bench clapping, jumping up and down, screaming, howling for one another. You know what that tells me? That they're on the same page in this camaraderie. Because I remember when I was with the Celtics, Doc Rivers had us in the film session. Doc Rivers had us in the film session, and he had the camera on the bench, and we said, hey, what is going on? And he was like, look at y'all not clapping and cheering for y'all team. Y'all got to give the same energy, and that's chemistry.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.